Good morning, everybody. Marcus, thank you very much indeed for the €1.99 super chat before I've even done anything. Lovely to see you. I haven't seen you for ages. Welcome. And welcome everyone else. Darren, Farmer Beavis, haven't seen you for ages. These are some really very nice to see so many familiar faces here back. And Lego Owen, welcome. Darren, hello. Generic Pilot, W Fahrenheit, Alex, Satira, Paul, lovely to have, and Fizzy, hello. So we are picking up where we left off on Twitch. Was it last week? It feels like a lifetime ago because I've had to do too much work. But yeah, picking up where we left up with the VFR tour of Southeast England. We are back in the WB Sim 172 mod, which some of you may be aware of, some of you maybe not. It's an add-on for the Premium Deluxe Steam Gauge version of the Cessna 172. It's going to be about €12. It's going to be published through Just Flight after Sim Update 10 comes out, and it adds a whole bunch of functionality and a whole bunch of new features to the default Cessna 172. Some of which we will see today. Some of which, such as the collapsing gear if you land too hard, hopefully we won't. So the point of this is really just to do a little bit of VFR flying. I don't do nearly enough of it on stream, and also to show you the aircraft and some of the amazing airports that are available in this part of the world. So we're starting off in Shoreham, and we are going to be flying to Fair Oaks by Burning Blue Design, Popham, also by them, White Waltham, also by them, Wickham Air Park by Pilot Plus, Denham by Burning Blue, and finishing up in Elstree. Now, if any of you want to fly along, we are in the Southeast Asia server in Microsoft Flight Simulator Multiplayer. The flight plan files are available on my Discord in stream announcements. Everyone's very welcome to join us. At the moment, we have Mr. Paul Shinkicker Melon Lord with us over here, floating in the air because he doesn't have any scenery, and we have someone else. Now, who is that? Is that Treed Wen? Good morning, Treed Wen. By the way, I know you said you were going to come along. You are not showing up on Volanta. If it is you, whoever that is not showing up on Volanta. But welcome, whoever you are. You can do that, Two Awful Guys. You can. Welcome, and good evening to you. How are you? Sadly, you're invisible to me, so we'll have to limit the formation flying. Yeah, I was invisible to Paul as well, but he did something, and now I'm there. I do stream on Twitch. In fact, I mostly stream on Twitch. For a moment, I thought the tail number said G Fish. That would have been better, actually. So the tail number is FF for Filbert Flies and SH for Skyhawk, but actually, FISH could be Filbert Skyhawk. We should have done that. Never mind. You're starting your sim. You was invisible to me as well. It's annoying, isn't it? It's annoying. See all of these other people around who we don't care about, but not me. Well. Hopefully once we're in the air, you know what MSFS multiplayer is like. It could just sort itself out. Pick up. Right, let's get on board. And let's get this thing started up. I haven't actually done any fueling. I should probably do a little bit of that. Bung a bit of fuel in the tanks before we go. Let's fill her up, shall we? Look at that. You can see the nose dipping slightly as the tanks get full. Which is quite good. Just me on board today. Nobody else, other than all of you lot, of course. So we're going to get the master switch on, and you should be able to hear the whir as the electrics spin up, which is very nice. We are going to turn on our beacon. We're going to turn on our avionics master, and I'm going to check. Oh, that's interesting. My mixture lever on my Bravo isn't working. It's over there, that's why. Okay, I was using the wrong lever. So, without further ado, we'll get the engine started. We don't want to mess around too much. Because the battery will go flat. So we're going to give it full mixture. We're going to turn the fuel pump on, and we're going to give it about 1/4 inch of throttle. We're going to make sure that the firewall fuel cutoff is on, fuel shutoff down here is on, and we've got it set to both tanks. And hopefully we will we'll get the engine started. Let's see. Be nice to be able to see the propeller actually. There we are. Brilliant. First time start. If only I could do that in my Cessna 152 in real life. So we're going to set 1000 RPM, and to avoid the spark plugs being fouled, we're going to lean the mixture about halfway on the ground. Someone please remind me to enrich it before takeoff. We're going to sort out some of our avionics now. I know. I don't look like I'm 77 kilograms too awful, guys, but there we are. I am. Phil, but I won't be here long. Just wanted to say hi. Oh, no worries. It's nice to see you. Can we get a quick rundown on what the mod entails? Yes, but I'm almost inevitably going to forget something. So the first thing that you might have noticed is all of the gyro instruments wobbling as they get powered up. We have a number of failures, and if we turn on, let's get all of our avionics on. I'll show you what that does. So our ADF instrument has a secret screen. If you click on it on the screen, then you come to this display here. So it simulates engine wear over time. It's got state saving, so you can pick up exactly where you left off. I'd recommend using that. Spark plug fouling, which normally happens if you run it too rich for too long. I did get the mod for the navigation. I did, yeah. So we have the GNS 530 mod, which it requires, which I failed to do last time. You can change the colour of the LCD if you want to. So we can have blue, we can have green, we can have orange, or we can have pink or yellow. I like yellow, so we're going to stick with that. If we click through, you can turn on engine failures, you can turn on state saving. I wanted to start afresh because it's a new version of the mod. But I'm going to turn that back on now. Nobody else on board, we're all just figments of Philp's imagination. Well, you wouldn't all fit, you know what I mean? Otherwise, obviously, I'd pile you on it. If Philbit is invisible, turn on generics in traffic, both for multiplayer and AI, and restart from world map. There we are. I didn't think that had worked. I'm glad it did. Good morning, Edwin. I am good. How are you? Nice to see a mod bring the 172 forward. Yeah, this has fast become my favourite GA plane in the sim. It has. It's brilliant. So we'll go to. How do we get out of this? I can't remember. Maybe we just click all the way through. So we've got a DME display here, which is nice. And yeah, we can fiddle around with this. I don't know yet how all the instruments work. I haven't had enough time in this plane to sort it out. I'm going to press B to set the local pressure. We're in inches of mercury now. We don't want to be in inches of mercury. We want to be in hectopascals. But all this is our... I believe this is just for the autopilot calibration, so it doesn't matter which units we use. Obviously on the altimeter we have both shown, millibars and inches of mercury. So it's about 1013, 1013, 1014, pretty close to standard. So done that, we'll get this straight onto alt, and we want VFR 7000 set. You'll notice this is another feature that it has. We have the little flashing R here, which is a radar ping. So every time you get pinged by a radar, it will flash up. The higher you are, the busier the airspace, the more radar pings you'll get, which is quite nice. Here we can see that the Bendix King avionics have all been completely reworked, so they all behave much more realistically. The autopilot behaves much more realistically as well, much more like the real thing. So we're going to set our altitude on here, and we're going to climb up to 2,000 feet initially. And we may as well also set our heading over here. And hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the features that the GNS 530 brings as well, in terms of being able to follow your flight plan properly. So for lack of a better term, it's like the reality expansion stuff for the X-Plane Cessna. I've never used the X-Plane Cessna, but I would imagine it is similar, yes. Welcome back, Paul. And does it just work for the wheeled version, or does it apply to the float version as well? It applies to the float version as well, I believe. Good evening, Paul. How are you? So, yes, so if I have a look at my little nav map, we should be able to get an initial heading to fly. 326 it should be. So let's set that. So we're going to take off from runway 2. Those of you flying along, you might want to know that. We'll take off from runway 2, and we're going to fly northwest. 3, 2, 5, 6. There we are. You can also see that the gauges are just, they're alive. You can see that their vertical speed is just wobbling up and down a little bit, which is very realistic. We've got all of these instruments up here sorted out as well. It's just, yeah, there's a lot to it, and I'm almost definitely going to have missed stuff out. But when it's out on Just Flight, which shouldn't be too much longer, do have a look. Do have a look. It'll have a full feature list. It's still not completely finished. It's still a work in progress, but it's awesome in its current state. This is working as well now, which is good. Com1. This is part of the GNS 530 mod, I believe. You're spawning in. Awesome. No, ask away. Ask away, Beavis. I will do my best to answer as best I can. Right, let us turn the taxi light on. And we'll take a slow bimble out to the runway. We'll take our time because ADD-ONS just spawning in. He's going to do some more plane dancing for us today, I believe. Here we go. Oh. So I can no longer see anyone, which is a shame. I know Paul, I could see Paul before, but and I could see Alex before, but now I can't see either of them, which is a shame. He wasn't spamming Cetera. They were good, sensible questions. Just watch his wings, you know. So yeah, this is Orbex's Shoreham. Now Shoreham is an awesome airport, and yeah, I highly recommend it. I mean, I recommend every airport we're flying to today, otherwise I wouldn't be flying to them. We might even maybe do a quick run-up today. Should we do some run-up checks? I think we should. Oh, you're on the runway. Okay. Mark, good morning. How are you? So many old faces. It's good. It's good. This is the beauty of streaming on YouTube, I suppose. Yeah, I don't see you on the runway either, ADD-ONS. In fact... oh no, I do. There are some people around. I was going to say literally everyone's disappeared, but that's not strictly true. Just the people I want to see. I always propose flight only on VATSIM, then we see each other better. It's true, but it makes it less less accessible. You know, if I want to do more VFR, I want everyone to feel like they can fly along. And if I did it on VATSIM, that would be at least half the people tuning out, I think, in terms of joining in. Now, I don't know where they do the run-ups here, but to me, this bit here looks like a very sensible place to do them, you know? So we'll come round here. There's very little wind, so we don't really have to worry about pointing into it. I think it was 060 at 4 knots, something like that, which is not what that windsock is showing, but you know, it's fine. Do give us some facts, boss. The alerts on YouTube seem to be broken. Oh, the when you renew your membership, you mean? Yeah, they don't work. I don't know why. It's a Stream Elements thing. They used to work on Streamlabs, but they don't work on Stream Elements, and I don't know what to do about it. And Voitech, yeah, I'm glad you drew my attention to that. Voitech, thank you very much for renewing your Club Filbert Silver membership. Nice to see you, boss. Didn't even come up in my restream chat, which is awful. Oh, it sucks. In fact, a lot of the chat isn't coming up. Astro Eisen, it has been ages. Welcome. Will you be able to throw the GTN XI into this? I don't believe so. I don't know. I'm well, thank you. Yeah, very well, thank you. Very well. Hot, but well. Right, so we're going to hold the brakes. And we're going to make the mixture full rich. We're going to set 1700 RPM. Now, I'm doing these exactly as I do them in my 152. The procedure might be slightly different in the 172, I'm not sure. And we're going to check the mags. So we should see a slight drop, but no more than 75 RPM, which is what we've got. Back to both. Same for the right mag. Slight drop. Or no more than 100 RPM. And back to both. I would now check the carb heat, but this is fuel injected, so there is no carb heat. We're going to check the idle. My friend was complaining about stream elements being broken recently. It seems everyone's having issues. Are they aware of these issues? I don't know. So for me, because stream elements is mostly for Twitch, as far as I'm aware, it just doesn't support alerts for membership renewals on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't had problems with it on Twitch. I really don't want to go back to Streamlabs because they scammed Marcus, basically. What do you do if the drop is more? Well, what you can do is you can select the mag where it's which is struggling, and give it full power for a little while, and that tends to clear it out and make it work. But if it's still got the issue, then really you just don't fly. You take it to be looked at. Fact 1: Shoreham Beach is a pretty unique habitat with rare plants growing on it. One species is the only place in the UK it grows. All right. You have the correct 170. Good. This is what you're learning. It's not Liam. Oh, yeah, I didn't recognise your name. Thanks for changing it to make my life easier. No, I am learning in a 152. I'm learning in a 152. So there we are. That's sort of an abbreviated run-up check. I'm going to get some flaps. We are going to turn on our nav lights, our strobe lights, and our landing lights, and we're going to turn the taxi light off. We're going to turn the fuel pump off. I don't have a fuel pump. I don't know when you use that. Mixture's full rich. So we'll get lined up and go. Ah, here's Alex. Hello, Alex. I'm going to head over to 02, taking the left-hand extension so we can line up ahead of us via the main route. Ah, thank you. After you, Paul. After you, boss. What's this extension you're referring to? Ah, that bit. Okay, cool. Right, let's go. I don't have a METAR command, unfortunately, Edwin. But I can tell you what the METAR is, or the closest METAR, which is Gatwick. 040 at 5 knots, Cav OK, and a temperature of 25 degrees. Apparently so, yeah, apparently so. Okay, everyone ready? We got someone in a sling. No, the name is the sling. Name is sling. Thought it was a plane. Here we go. We're going to rotate at about 60 knots. And apparently this plane is so realistic that if you want to learn how... Don't say you're crashing to desktop. Yeah, it's crashed to desktop. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, let's start it again. It is too hot. It's way too hot. Mind you, I flew in real life in the 40-degree heat wave, and it wasn't as bad as I feared it was going to be once we were in the air and the vents were open. Fact 3. Down at the Elstree is the remains of a Napoleonic fort which has open days. Also near there is a Coast Watch station, which welcomes visitors, and they are always happy to answer questions. Oh, interesting. I must have missed fact 2. Yes, between the coast road and the beach is the wide water lagoon separated from the sea by a man-made berm, which is a brackish water and again is host to lots of wildlife. All right. Yes, I blame Treedry Wayne for that. Why are you squawking 7700? Oh, because I crashed. Thank you, boss. Oh, dear. If your real Cessna 172 crashes to desktop, please call your nearest Cessna service centre. Oh dear, we'll have another go. Let's put some soothing music on, so everyone can stay calm, particularly me. There we are. Bit of chorus here. There was an extension from the railway during the war to near the Coast Watch station for transporting coal. Right. There's still quite a big port, isn't there? Is it Seaford? It's just down the road, isn't it? Or just along the coast from Shoreham, I believe. Yeah, it is. It makes it so much more realistic. It feels much more like a real plane. Good morning, Oscar. How are you? We are just reloading after a crash to desktop. The second one I've had in as many flights, which is a little bit worrying. I don't think it's anything to do with the plane. I don't think it's anything to do with the scenery, because I arrived here in the plane with this scenery last time. But yeah, I was flying Southend trying to fly Southend to Nuremberg the other day, and yeah, much the same thing happened. Oh, it's called Shoreham Port, is it? Not Seaford. But yeah, exactly. So Seaford is a little town just east of Shoreham, between Shoreham and Brighton, I think. And yeah, it's where the Seaford VOR is. But I didn't know it was called Shoreham Port. Do you know anything about what they ship in and out of there? I hope so, Oscar. Yes, I hope so. There was a Shoreham nuclear power plant project. I didn't know that. I mean, I take it never came to fruition, right? Because there isn't a nuclear power plant.
FS realistic connected.
FS realistic, I don't use you, go away. Aerosoft VDGS drive is still running. Good to know, good to know. It was a crash to desktop, and followed by a rage exit from the VC. I was hot and grumpy, and I couldn't face trying again. So yes, my apologies for that. It was a little rude. It was a little rude to just disappear. But you know when you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this flight. It's going to be really nice, and then you're faced with the prospect of spending another 45 minutes setting up again. Just couldn't face it. Just couldn't face it. Shoreham has happy childhood memories for me as my grandparents lived. Okay. Me and my ex had a flat down on the beach for about 6 years. Oh, lovely. So do you know how easy it is to get from the airport to the beach? Because, I don't know much about Shoreham itself, and I know that Brighton's down the road, and you can get a train from Shoreham station to go there. But maybe Shoreham itself is worth exploring. Sounds like it probably is. Construction on the plant was completed in 1985 and ran at low power for testing purposes. Oh, this is Shoreham, Long Island. I was going to say, when you first mentioned the Long Island Lighting Company, I thought it's not beyond the realms of possibility that the Long Island Lighting Company may have invested in a UK nuclear project in the 60s. But the more you said, I was like, no. The music's making you crash to desktop. It's nice, it's soothing. It's good music for watching the blue bar move inexorably slowly to the right. Ever been to Corsham? No. I'm not sure I've even heard of Corsham, to be honest. Shoreham Port gets a lot of sand dredgers going in there. I've also seen timber being unloaded, also some fishing boats go in there. Oh right, okay, cool. Very interesting. Do you know where the timber comes from? Probably not. I find shipping very interesting. But it's very hard to learn about. You could walk to the beach in about 20 minutes from the airport. Really? It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be flying to Shoreham as my next navigation exercise after I've been to Southend solo. I'm really looking forward to it, but I don't think we'll have time to go to the beach probably. It is, boss. It's the platform. It's the platform that made me, and the platform that I then largely abandoned to move to Twitch, and which I've sort of been full of regret about ever since, to be honest. Small town near Bath where I spend my holidays in Britain. Oh right, okay. Where do you live again, Oscar? Shoreham in Kent has an annual duck race. Nice. I didn't even know there was a Shoreham in Kent. That's the sort of thing that could only happen in Britain, isn't it? An annual duck race. My God. Oh no, Darren. Well, I have to say, MSFS for me is usually pretty stable. But yeah, lately it's been a bit of a nightmare. The Cessna is coming out after Sim Update 10, and Sim Update 10, I believe, is it the 23rd it's coming out? No, that could be the PMDG 737-800, I think. I don't know when Sim Update 10 is coming, but sometime this month, I believe. I'm not on the beta, no, I'm still on Sim Update 9. I spent a solid few hours on the pub veranda watching the tankers go past and looking them up on the boat equivalent of Flight Radar 24. Oh, really? I didn't know there was one, to be honest. Near Saint-Germain on the outskirts of Paris. Oh, right. So what brings you to the UK and what brings you specifically to Corsham? Right, here we go. We're going to spawn on the runway and hope for the best. Let me just load my flight plan again. For runway 2 left, I call it. Presumably because there's a grass 02 as well. Has that messed up my route? No. Oh, not real ducks. Oh, I'm less enthused now by this. What's the sort of mechanical ducks? Electric ducks? Clockwork ducks? If you ever plan on going to that most popular seaside resort near Shoreham, then I suggest that you get the Brighton early. Very, both funny and good advice off-world. Last year, my missus and I stayed on Kangaroo Island off the coast of South Australia. Shipping tankers pass between it and the mainland, which is quite a narrow passage. Okay. Sorry, I'm missing a fair bit of chat here. It does sound like a very British thing, doesn't it? Walk under the railway bridge and along the Adur to the road, and then cross over and find the footpath along by the houseboats to the end by the ferry bridge, and you'll be near the beach. Nice. Oh, as in PSG, right. Cool. Oh, I see everyone's flying around. Good. Thank you for waiting for me. How are we doing? We've got beacon landing, nav strobes on. We've got our flaps set. Yes, this is the beauty of state saving, of course. We'll reset the pressure. Right, let me catch up with the chat, or I never will once we're in the air. I hope SU-10 is a game changer as well. Are you on the beta Slickerloadian? And has it made a big difference for you in terms of performance? Turn that one on. Already got this one set to alt. We'll reset 2,000 feet and we'll arm it. That's something I didn't do before. It's the beauty of a sim crash. I probably can't arm it until we turn the autopilot on in the air. Let me reset my initial heading. You're taxiing back to the stands. Oh, Marcus is here. In his helicopter. Oh yeah, sorry, I thought I saw you in the sky. Marcus is in the sky. Awesome. Well, thank you for waiting anyway. Let me turn this music out, off. For now at least. Rubber ducks or any man-made duck substitute. Oh, I see. It's a floating duck thing. A bit like poo sticks, but with ducks. Right. August 23rd. Thank you. Something I learned the other day. For wake turbulence, you should always stay 3 rotors width away from a helicopter. Via ducks. Right. Prior to that, I used to go to a French state school, so you're bilingual. Oh, you're right. Lucky. I'm very envious of bilingual people. I know Corsham as I used to live in Devizes. Right, okay. I think I missed the bit where Corsham came up. Where you said why you go there. I guess you spent some time there as a child, did you? Spend some time living there. Said our hold above the airport was manually circling. Awesome! Good. I like the idea of a hold in the... I'm just going to take off. I can't bear the suspense any longer. Marcus, are you in an actual plane? Blimey. I assumed you'd be in a helicopter. Just going to take off. What I was going to say, I'm going to take off because I can't bear not knowing if it's going to crash to desktop again. Right, we're in the sky. We were in the sky last time. If we get over these trees and above 200 feet, I'll start to relax a little bit. Yeah, it is beautiful around here. Rolling hills. Yeah, that's all looking alright. Let's get rid of our flaps. And we're going to climb to about 600 feet before making our turn out. The one GA overhaul that I ever wanted, and yet I don't have premium. Oh, boss, if you want it enough, upgrade to the upgrade. If there's a plane you really want, even one plane that you really want, I think that the upgrade price is probably worth it, to be honest. Good, well, I think we're alright, for now at least, for now. So we're going to make a left turn to heading 32 something or other. What was it? 327. So 325 should do us. So even with the mod, I get these ridiculous time climb waypoints. I don't know why. Oh, DA40, cool. Right, let me just set the heading here so I can turn on the autopilot and show you outside. Should have done that before takeoff, really, but it's more exciting doing it in the air, isn't it? I'll do for now. So we're going to turn autopilot on. We're going to go into heading mode. We're going to arm the 2,000 feet. And we're going to stick with this VS for now. We can turn our landing light off. And we can have a look outside. Awesome. Oh yes, that reminds me, the other thing that they've done is they have modified the lights, so the strobes are much brighter, the nav lights are much brighter. They've also done interior lighting. If we want premium, do we have to pay full price? No, there's an upgrade. You can buy the premium content separately. And I remember they were saying they were going to make the rear light work as well. I don't know if that's on this version or if it hasn't yet been done, but that it will be coming to the release version. I don't think that's done yet, but it will be. I'm tempted to upgrade just for the 787 once we get some decent overhaul mods for it. Yeah, exactly, that sort of thing. Once we have you know, mods. Yeah, I agree. The default planes aren't all that exciting. We're past our time climb waypoint. We're on the route, so that's good. So we should now, as long as we are in GPS, we should, I think, be able to go into nav mode on the autopilot, and it should just follow our route. So you can see this is all completely different to the default. Much more realistic, much more prototypical. And what we're going to do is we're going to reduce our power to 2300 RPM. We're going to lean the mixture to avoid spark plug fouling. And we're just going to wait till it increases slightly. So the RPM increases slightly, and we're going to fly at peak. The first port of call is... It's a good question. I can't remember. Fair Oaks. So it has not intercepted, it has not gone on to nav mode, even though we went through the flight path. I don't know why that is. Let me try and intercept it again. Ooh, hello. Struggling with this knob. That should do us. That current heading is a good intercept heading. Yeah, so it says nav arm, we're in heading. We've got 2,000 feet, we're flying at 2,000 feet, so that's all good. Is there something else I should have done? Possibly. Possibly. DME turned on. Fair Oaks, yeah, quite. Oh, you're in Camberley, are you? Nice. What speed are we aiming for? Well, we're aiming for whatever speed it settles on when I'm doing with 2300 RPM, which is about 105 knots, something like that. No worries, Mark. See you shortly. We've all been there. Yeah, I can't get nav mode to work. This could be a me problem, to be honest. It could be something I'm doing wrong. I'm sure this is all I did before, though. You know, set an intercept heading, have nav armed. Anyway, we'll go back to heading mode and just fly headings. Where am I off to? Fair Oaks, boss. Fair Oaks. Via our first waypoint, which is Ifold, near Plaistow. Plaistow? Plaistow. Toggle per CDI, but we're already in GPS. We want to be in GPS. Oh, do I need to press that? Maybe I need to press that. No. Alright, so it's back. So I toggled it. It was in GPS, then I went to VLOC, and now I'm back on GPS. Try another intercept. Let's turn nav back on. Ah, it did it! It did it! Yes! Good. Not the Plaistow in East London, no. I didn't know there was another one, other than the one in East London, but yes, apparently so. Good. Right, we're all happy now. Sort of. Where's it going though? I mean, in nav mode, I would expect it to follow the line, you know? Waving at me on the left. Hello, boss! Who else is with us? So we got generic pilot spawned in, awesome. We got Treed we went, we got Marcus. We should have a Paul somewhere. But I do not know where. Oh, there he is, there he is. Yeah, more likes would be lovely. Yeah, I don't know what this thing's doing. Oh, it is. It's turning left now. Very, very slowly. Yes, it is. Yeah. Correct leg is activated. Well, it's saying time climb to IFOL 4. We definitely want to be going to IFOL 4. Let's have a quick check of the flight plan page itself then. Yeah, that's right. Most curious. Most curious. Yeah, you fancy autopilot. I know. I know. What are you flying? I'm just going to leave it on nav and see what happens. So we seem to be sort of flying parallel to the course, but not on it. My favourite plane currently in the sim? Ooh, probably the 737. Probably the 737. That's my favourite airliner. This is my favourite GA plane at the moment, though. DA40, but it's the TDI without an autopilot. Oh, right, okay. Have you got the mod, the DA40 NXI mod? I love that plane. It's really good. Ooh, nice bit of formation. By process of deduction, we should be able to work out who this is. It's not Marcus, it's not generic pilot, it's not Alex. Must be Tree, it's not Paul. Must be Tree Dwi Wen, is it? Yeah, Tree Dwi Wen's flying a 172, I think. Yeah, it shouldn't do though. It should follow the actual planned path to it. But never mind. Never mind. The main thing is that we are almost overhead Eiffeld, which we should be able to see. There it is. This is Eiffeld. Welcome. I know nothing about Eiffeld, and this is Dunsfold airfield ahead of us that we're going to be flying over the top of. Would have a little chat with them on the radio if we were flying with ATC. No, because Alex is up here and he's not in a Cessna. I love the 146 as well. I have to be in the mood for it. I have to be in the mood for it. Oh yeah, nav mode's working beautifully now. Now, what I thought I'd do is show you the Poulis flight guide plates for Fair Oaks. We can have a little look at them together. So let me just turn on display capture. So this is what the airfield looks like. We're going to be landing on runway 6. Stuff about operating hours, PPR, that sort of thing. Arriving and departing aircraft. Departing, we're not interested in departing yet. Pilots are advised to exercise extreme caution when taxiing. Yeah. Car hire. Fair Oaks circuit. Circuit's variable. All procedures are based on Fair Oaks QNH. No turns below 600 feet. Circuit altitude is 1100 feet QNH for aeroplanes, and 800 feet QNH for helicopters. Oh, the Avro RJ is so exciting. I can't wait for that. So, airplanes should normally enter the ATZ level at 1400 feet AMSL and descend to 1100 feet AMSL when north of the runway. Okay, prior to turning downwind for 06 left hand, crosswind for 240 right, crosswind for 06 right hand. So we got to decide on what sort of a circuit we want to do, really, haven't we? Because they are variable. I quite fancy doing a left-hand circuit for 06 and joining crosswind over the 2-4 threshold, so I think that's what I'm going to do. But as long as we all land on 06, it's fine. Maximum altitude is 1500 due to the airspace above. So, we'll start a descent shortly and come down to 1400 feet, as they say. Yeah, I saw Dunsfold. There is Dunsfold. Looking lovely. I found that default autopilot has issues with the 530. It'll fly a weird path to the first waypoint like a direct, but doesn't redraw the line. After that, it's fine on the next waypoint. Well, that seems to be exactly what I have been experiencing myself, doesn't it? I've been wanting to pick up the 146, but that announcement I might have to hold off. But the RJ will be ages away, surely, I'm sure. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, so yeah, I would expect it would be ages away, to be honest. Looking forward to the Fokker. Yeah, me too. Me too. They're gonna be able to reuse a lot of the same code, though, aren't they? I would have thought. It's the same thing, but with modern avionics and stuff. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I know it's got auto throttle, it's got glass cockpit. Don't know much beyond that, to be honest. But yeah, that is what I know. Okay, shall we start? It's probably a bit early to start it. No, let's do it. Very, very indecisive. Let's get down to 1400 feet. We don't need to be this high. Altitude arm. Into VS. And we'll do nose down. And we'll do a gentle cruise descent at, 500 feet per minute, something like that. Bring the throttle back a smidge. Yes, it's going to be payware. It's developed by Just Flight, mostly by Martin, I believe, same guy who did the 146. Is it? I think, was it you, Paul, who was talking about the Islander earlier? I've never flown it, don't own it, but I am a little bit curious about it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd love a Dash 8. It's coming, allegedly, from Majestic, who did it for P3D. And there's a Dash 7, yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Paul's way up ahead, and Alex in here in their RV14 and DA40 respectively. There's Treedwen. There's Marcus, generic pilot. It's nice of you all to come along. It's good to have a bit of a gaggle. Let's just set the local QNH just in case it's changed. The local pressure isn't really a QNH, but whatever MSFS thinks the pressure is what we'll use. Total overhaul, really? Nice. You very nearly talked me into that, Islander. Paul's very persuasive when it comes to planes. Very persuasive. Right, let's get our landing light back on. And we'll get mixture full rich. Why isn't anyone in the group flight VC? Well, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that while I'm streaming. But by and large, I don't, because I find it really hard to talk to people and keep up with the YouTube chat. Also, I much prefer it when people come in here and chat with me on the stream and talking to each other in the VC. Personally. It's not all about me, though. It's not all about me. I always feel that I'd quite like my view to be a little bit higher than it is. But it's very hard because you bang your head on the cockpit roof. Let me try that with my Tobii eye tracker. That's a bit... Oh, hello. That's a bit better. Bit better. So, can we see Fair Oaks? Yes, I think it's this green patch up here which isn't covered in trees. So we're going to turn the autopilot off, do a bit of hand flying. I only just got the Twotter and I feel like it fills the same niche, albeit seemingly very much well made. Yeah, possibly. Depends though if you're only wanting to do real world flights, I guess. So what I'm doing is I'm heading very slightly east because we want to approach and overfly the runway 24 threshold and then descend from 1400 feet to 1200 feet during the crosswind leg. Sorry, 1100 feet. Is there any way of making the instruments brighter? Not that I know of. Not the steam gauges, anyway. You've only got about 10% fuel left. Oof. How much did you start with, boss? Because by default it should be about half full now. You can't have burnt through half a tank of fuel already, surely. Going to slow down ever so slightly. There's the runway, and we'll fly over the 2-4 numbers as I said, and we'll start our descent down to 1100 feet. There's a nice tripod in Woking Town Centre and a hawker hunter up on a pole. Alright, nice. Are we very close to Woking here then?
Leaving altitude.
Okay, leaving altitude. That's a new one. Alright, and we'll turn downwind now. How can I join you? So you need to be on the Southeast Asia server, and you need to be under your flight conditions bit. You need to have all players on. And yeah, we'll be at Fair Oaks shortly, so that's the best place for you to join. Right, so we're in the White Arc. It's a little bit early to turn base, but we'll do so shortly. And we'll get the flaps out at the same time. This is something I find much easier in a real plane, maintaining altitude, when you've got actual force on the yoke. Seems like a good place for a base turn. So flaps 10, flaps 20. We'll start a gentle descent. And we'll try not to collapse the gear on the first one, eh? There's someone in an F-18. Rip my immersion. Needs no force feedback. Yeah, we do. There's never. Well, I used to have the in my FS 2004 days. I used to have the Microsoft Sidewinder Force Feedback Pro, and it was never very good. What was off the port wing? Sorry, what's that? Oh, the. Oh, hello. Totally. See, this is the trouble when you look at the chat. One turning final. I'll catch up on the ground. Flaps full. Here we are! Welcome to Fair Oaks. But yeah, going back to the force feedback thing, some proper force feedback hardware would make all the difference, I think, to this sim. To any sim, in fact. Not bad, I feel. Not too bad. We're going to exit to the left. And I'll show you around the airport. I really like Fair Oaks. This is a fairly recent release from Burning Blue Designs. So on your world map screen, you know where you select your plane? You select your plane on the box on the left, and then on the right there's another box which I thought was called flight conditions. It might not be. Something like that though. Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. Welcome back, Mark. On the world map, hit the weather. Oh, thank you, Elian. We've already got a Danny Rick shirt and cap. Who's Danny Rick? Don't know who this is. Yeah, we're going over to the terminal. Yeah. So there's an area of helicopter parking this side, and there's an area for plane parking the other side. Thank you, Ray. Yes, Liam. White and a red is ideal. Butter landing. Thank you. Butt kicker. Yeah, I've never tried a butt kicker. Those are the things that go on your chair, right, and make the whole chair vibrate. I don't think that would help me fly. I don't think that would help me fly. But it might add to my immersion. It's true. It's true. Right, so landing lights off, nav and strobe off. Taxi on. There we are. And we'll lean the mixture to avoid fouling the spark plugs, hopefully. Hopefully it's not too late. Friend says it's great. Really? It's one of those things that's hard to imagine if you haven't actually tried it, isn't it? But yeah, I can see the appeal. But it wouldn't help my hand feel, you know, like I was flying a plane. Danny Rick is Daniel Ricciardo, the F1 driver for McLaren. Ah, right, okay. You're on crosswind, awesome. We'll try and watch your landing, boss, once I've parked up. Oh, there you are, you're right there. Ah, hang on, let me slam on the anchors. I haven't got time to get there, I'll just zoom in, we'll watch you from here. Good luck. Oh, that looked beautiful. Possibly a bit of a bounce. Anyway, welcome to Fair Oaks. Yeah, so I think I'm the only one of us who has this scenery. Hence Paul parking dangerously close to a fuel tanker. Yeah, and are they even any good? That's the thing. Maybe if you spend enough money, they are. So we're going to park up, I guess we'll park up on this bit of concrete here. It's always exciting with Treedware's because sometimes he flies beautifully and very realistically. Other times, he does a plane dance. Just dives his nose into the concrete. I would not recommend trying that if you get the mod boss because you'll bend your propeller up. Right, so parking brakes set. We'll reset 1000 RPM. And we'll have a little look around the airport. So once again, Burning Blue Designs, the best GA airports in the business, in my opinion. Look at this texture work up here. Very, very nice. They just capture the feel, you know, of the slightly decrepit, run-down nature of GA airfields. Got the Hangar Cafe here. Bunch of people sitting outside. No chairs though. It's a shame. It's like those human statues you get in Covent Garden, isn't it? Yeah, nice landing tree there. Very nice here. Have you got the scenery markers? You were testing the suspension. Good idea. Yeah, it's best to know the limits early on. Look at this detail. What's she got on there? A couple of teacups, pot of tea, is it? Very nice. And you can even, you know, say you were considering flying here IRL, come and have a look at the menu, see what you fancy before you even take off. That's amazing, isn't it? Amazing levels of detail. Oh, I'm pleased. And all of these airports, I can't remember the exact price of each one, but they're about £12, and it's good bang for your buck. It really is. You can buy them through Orbex for convenience, or you can buy them direct for value. They're quite a lot cheaper from Burning Blue Designs themselves. And you just download them, put them in your community folder. It's not particularly strenuous. What was on the specials menu? I don't know. I didn't have a good look for. We shall go back. We're not in there. Cream of tomato soup with crusty bread, £3.50. And a 6-ounce beef burger served with lettuce and tomato. Only for that's quite cheap. It's quite cheap for a burger, I think, £4.50. But yeah, it's very much, it's not haute cuisine here, I don't feel. A warning about hot food passing through, presumably carried, not on its own. Sort of makes it sound like the food just floats out to you, doesn't it? But yeah, lovely, lovely airport. There's the control point over here. Beautiful little fire engine of the sort that you find at small GA airfields in the UK. Lovely bit of rust on this metalwork. I love a bit of rust. Look at it. Look at it. How realistic is that? Fuel pump. And I don't know if this is air ground radio or FISO or what, actually. I think it's probably air ground. So yeah, that's where the radio operator would sit. Some hangars. I'm jumping out, good. But still looking the stream. Okay, Marcus, no worries. Thanks for flying the first leg. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Nothing you would eat. Nothing at all. Accurate prices, let's go. I assume so. I assume they would have done, you know, if they're gonna have photorealistic menus, they must have got the prices right, surely. So this is sort of some industrial stuff on the boundaries of the airfield, a bit of construction work going on here. It's cool, no? Well, Paul, if you don't mind where they are, come to the UK, boss. We have so many. They're mostly in the southeast. I'd quite like some up north, actually. I would quite like some up north, but yeah. Burning Blue Designs, buy them all. Treat yourself. Do some GA flying. Give you a little overview. And then we'll head back to the plane and on to the next one, which is Popham, which is my favourite. I love Popham. Beautiful little grass strip, southwest of London. Okay, Satira, have a good landing in Innsbruck. You've got a few though. You've got quite a few nice GA airports from NZA, or down in Australia. I mean, they're a long way from each other, but that's the fault of your massive country, you know. Paul, you're dead to me. Right, yeah. What was I going to do? I was going to look up, get the charts ready for the next one, actually. So basically, we're going way out and then back on ourselves to White Waltham. White Waltham is very, very close to where we are now. But yeah, there's no easy way of doing this. So we're drawing a sort of star shape with this route. Right, where did Sky Demon go? There it is. Done that, done that, done that. Popham. In fact, I'll show you on the ground. I'll show you the approach on the ground so we don't have to faff about in the air. Or not the approach, the circuit, I should say. So I guess we're going to land on 08. I'll check the nearest meta, which will be Heathrow probably. Oh no, it's not. It's EGVO. I don't know where that is. 020 at 4 knots. Hold on a second. So this is what Popham looks like. We've got 2 grass runways. This one is unlicensed. This one is licensed. So we're going to be coming into 08. So we want to approach with a bit of a dogleg over the silver grain silos. I don't think I've ever landed on this runway. Normally I land on 26 and avoid the filling station, which is modelled. But if you want to do it realistically, this is how you should approach. Few notes here. So that's after takeoff. So where's the arrival stuff? Permanent dead side to the south. So here's the circuit. So I think for this one it would make sense to do a downwind join. So we'll try and look out for these farms. But essentially we'll do a downwind, we'll turn left and then fly over the grain silos. That is the plan. We shall see. It is lovely, isn't it, Mark? Yeah. Did it go around on the first one? Want to nail this? I'm sure you will, boss. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. I think Marcus is not flying, but I think he's still watching. I think that's what he said. Right. So now we all know what we're doing. Why the dogleg? It's generally to avoid built-up areas. So for 03, the dogleg is to avoid the filling station. Bit of a safety risk, I guess. It's not so clear for the 08. There's some power lines, but they're going to go all the way across, I think. Could be a village, could be noise abatement, could be safety. Not 100% sure, to be honest. The chart is not that clear. So the charts are from from Poulis Flight Guide, which is a publication that I have bought along with my Sky Demon subscription, which is designed for GA pilots. Has everyone gone, or has MSFS multiplayer started not working again? Very good, Alex, very good. So yeah, you can buy it in hard copy for about £50. It's updated every year, or you can buy an electronic copy along with the Sky Demon subscription for £30, I think I paid for it for the year. Oh, hang on, no, where am I going? We want to go the other way, don't we? Yeah, so it's to avoid the perpetual station from the east when you're approaching from the east, but do you know what you're avoiding when you're approaching from the west? You haven't moved yet. Yeah. Everyone's disappeared. I'll take a slow taxi out in the hope that people reappear. It is very hard doing differential braking without rudder pedals. Very hard indeed. We'll get our flaps out ready. And we can have a look at the spark plug fouling. No spark plug fouling. Awesome. Look at this little scene over here. I imagine this is a real based aircraft, this G-Burn. Oh no, it's not. It's unless they actually do have a G-Burn, but it's in burning blue design livery. Quite cool. Quite cool. Nailed it. Well done, boss. Well done. That was on my stream. That was me dropping my e-cig, boss. Right. We won't do another run-up. Obviously you would in real life, but we'll be here all day. Nav and strobe on. Landing on. Beacon should be on. Taxi can come off. And we want to be flying, heading (245) to departure. And that's corrected for wind as well by Sky Demon. So I wouldn't say that Sky Demon is worth buying purely for sim flying. It's quite a lot of money. But Marcus, if you are thinking of doing your revalidating your PPL, you could get it and use it for both. Oh, I hear engines. People come back. Yes! Everyone's here again. Everyone's here again. Awesome. That'll be Tree Duen, I guess. No, it's someone new. Stempy. Hello, welcome. If you're here. Right. Here we go. Jesus, Treed we went. It felt a lot more crosswindy than it should have done looking at the meta, but anyway. So we'll do a left-hand circuit and exit the downwind, basically, I think. No need for heading, just follow the M3.
Altitude.
We are initially going to an M3 to junction 4 of the M3. All right, let's do that. Let's follow the M3. It should be over here, right? Hello, Nick. How are you? We're just on our second leg of, I don't know, quite a few of our VFR tour of South East England. You're welcome to join us. We're in MSFS multiplayer on the Southeast Asia server. So yeah, we will hit the M3 shortly on this heading, I believe. And we'll stay at 1,500 feet because of the airspace above us. I mean, following roads is a good thing to do. Proper VFR, you know. There she is. So we'll keep the M3 on our left, which is good practice when following a linear, any line really, any line feature. Stops you hitting other planes, or makes it less likely you'll hit other planes. A320 ahead. Yeah, but they're probably miles off now. We're very close to Heathrow here, so they could easily just be at Heathrow. So I'm going to try and get it properly in trim. If we get it properly in trim, we shouldn't need an autopilot. It should just bimble along quite nicely on its own. Heathing Row, Roger. Watch out for Farnborough restricted airspace. We cannot well, we could avoid it. We're not avoiding it. We are going to pretend that we've got clearance to cross it. I believe Farnborough usually grant you a crossing. I do watch Oz Flight Simmer sometimes. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like it. Glorious. It does make a nice change from all the airliner stuff, doesn't it, this? Anyone else following the M3 with me? Yes, Paul is. Welcome to South London's premier motorway, boss. Rip my immersion. Why? Why? What have I done? Fly north of Blackbush and I think you're okay. Yeah, yes, you could avoid it by flying north of Blackbush, you're right. But we're in it now, so there's not much point. So Farnborough's airspace has got a lot bigger. We've got a Farnborough control zone, surface to 2,500, which extends a long, long way out. That's a fairly recent change, I think, to the airspace around here. So we've got Farnborough, and then we've got Heathrow to the north. So unless we did a massive detour south, we couldn't really completely avoid it. But we could theoretically avoid the ATZ. We could avoid that. But we're not going to. Also, I've lost me road now. Oh, this is it, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. And this is M3 Junction 5. That'll be the next one we come to, which I guess is this roundabout here. When am I passing out the sandwiches? Don't talk about food, I'm bloody starving. Just need some cabin service announcements, can you imagine? One passenger in the back, one flight attendant in the front, just chucking sandwiches over their shoulder. So what altitude is the circuit flown at Popham? I did a lot of looking at stuff, but not that. Runway 8 final. It is vital that you pass directly over the grain silos. Roger. Doesn't say why. What happens if I don't pass over the grain silos? What happens? Why can't we just fly along the road, for example? Need someone with local Popham knowledge. There's a Little Chef near Popham, is there? I thought Little Chef was finished. Oh, it's gone, is it? All the little thieves are gone. Oh. No, I saw one. I thought they were all gone. And then I came across one somewhere. Where was it? I think it was in a service station somewhere between here and Wales, I think. I was amazed. Didn't eat there, obviously. CRJ be like, you'll shortly be, I can't remember what she says, I've turned her off for so long. You'll shortly be serving sandwiches. Hello, Morris. Oh really? What did Top Gear say about Little Chef? It's pretty overpriced and not amazing food, but it, you know, filled a hole when you were desperate. So we'll shortly be reaching Basingstoke, the jewel of where are we? Sorry. Ooh, what's that on our... Oh, that's Blackbush. That's Blackbush on our right. Farnborough should be pretty close by, actually, on our left. Yeah, there's Farnborough. Another really nice burning blue design scenery, actually. Not appropriate for a GA flight, but a good base for your biz jets. Hampshire, thank you. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm hopeless with counties. it has muffin. Nice. The Popham Little Chef went very posh when they tried to rebrand. It's very nice. I ate there once. It was great. Oh, really? What sort of food did they do after this rebrand? I had no idea that they'd even tried to be posh. We're flying. We're as I say, we're coming up to Basingstoke, so southeast England. We're doing a VFR tour of various nice little GA airfields in the southeast of England. Currently flying from Fair Oaks to Popham. Basingstoke is a great museum called Milestones, calling it a jewel. Oh dear. Very much spam. Sorry everyone. Yeah, I've never been to Basingstoke to be fair, but I haven't heard great things. Oh no, hang on. No. This is not Basingstoke. I'm lying to you. This is Hook. You can see Hook railway station down here somewhere. That's you on the ground at Popham. Ah, awesome. This is probably true. Well, I had to refresh my chat to get rid of all that spam. What did you say? What the museum was in Basingstoke? It was years ago, Phil, and it was trialled in a few of the places. I can't remember what the food was. It wasn't burgers, etc. Okay. Actually, now you mention it, I've got a vague memory of some kind of documentary about the rebranding of Little Chef. Is that a thing? Go to Croatia. It's a little bit far from where we are now in the Cessna 172, unfortunately. But I did do a stream into Split not that long ago, and another one into Zagreb, so I do visit Croatia on occasion in the sim. Heritage Museum, all good. Oh, right, nice. This is Basingstoke we're coming up to now. Can't find you. Are you on the south? Are you Sublime Parrot 71? No, you're not. No, someone else is building that. Flight plans on my Discord server, Nick. Does that work? Why don't my commands work? You can find it in the video description anyway. So Popham, Echo Golf Hotel Papa. Welcome to Basingstoke. I do not sadly have any photogrammetry, but we have trains and some sidings down here, which is quite cool. Basingstoke Station over here. Oh, we got there in the end. Ah, right, okay. I don't know what to suggest really. Just come to Popham. Follow us. Southeast Asia server, all players, Popham Airport. May I ask you, do you post your sensitive settings on Discord sim settings? Actually, I have two unpleasant feelings in any GA planes. It's frustrating. Yes, I can do. I haven't changed many of them though. I haven't changed many of them. I just use the default. The GA planes don't feel quite right, but this one feels more right than any others I've flown. But yeah, sure, I'll do that. I'll stick them in there. It's quite helpful. I've forgotten who Sublime Parrot is. I'm so sorry. Oh, that does sound good, that museum. Maybe we should do a Club Filbert trip to the Basingstoke Museum. What else was I going to say? Can't remember. Oh, yes, Sublime Parrot. Remind me please. Anyway, it's very helpful seeing you there. It makes the airfield a lot easier to find. Never did find a circuit height, did I? Or did I? Must be here somewhere. We can fly a gyrocopter at Popham, can't
we? Leaving altitude.
Oh, hello. Cannot multitask. You're Sublime Parrot. Yeah, Darren, that's right. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we're going to sort of come towards the airfield and then sort of break off onto a left downward. That is the plan. Pleasure, Marcus, pleasure. It's also, allegedly Sim Update 10 is going to sort out a lot of the handling things. The biggest bugbear for me is the handling on the takeoff roll, where you just have to use so much rudder input to keep it straight down the runway, and even then sometimes it's impossible. So yeah, if that's fixed in Sim Update 10, I'll be very, very happy. Trying to join at Popham, awesome. So here's the other runway, runway 21. And as I say, we're landing on runway 8. So we'll fly our left downwind here. And we'll just let ourselves descend ever so slightly. Landing light's still on, that's handy. Yeah, I'm still up for that, Nikki. Yeah, very up for that.
Leaving altitude.
I know I'm leaving the altitude. Well, I'm not really leaving the altitude. I left the altitude a long time ago. Bit bumpy, isn't it? I haven't got some kind of auto rudder that's come back on, have I? Oh, you bought Popham yesterday. Good choice. Good choice. I take it you've been in real life, Mark, with your Popham knowledge. Yeah, you must have been. Yeah. It's always a painful wait, isn't it? Okay, let's get in the white arc. Flaps 10. Flaps 20. And we'll turn base. And we'll have a look for these here grain silos. So I think if we turn now actually onto the sort of dogleggy final thing. It's going to be an approximation, you know, of what you're supposed to do, innit? These must be the grain silos, yes. Flaps full. A wee bit on the low side, aren't we? Yes, there we are, nailed it. But it's much harder to judge your height when you can't see the runway, isn't it? Yeah, me too, generic pilot. Oh, it's really slopey, isn't it? Welcome to Popham. So in the world map screen, you choose your aircraft from the box on the top left. There's a similar box on the top right, where you'd set up your weather and other things like that. And oh, blimey, you're right there. Nice. Yeah, so top right, where you set your weather and that. You choose them in there, all players. Right, let's park in here and match the screenshot. And then hopefully we'll be able to catch generic pilots landing. Hopefully. And I should say, my thumbnail showed an older version of Popham and it broke these smoke effects. This has the correct smoke effects again. This was one of the world updates or sim updates did that. So what you're seeing here is actually quite a lot better than what you saw in the thumbnail. Didn't even notice until they pointed it out to me. That'll do. Here he comes. Can we get down there in time? I really hope so. We have been here before. Yeah, we did this. When did we do this? Honestly can't remember. God's sake, treat me. I am landing. I mean, you know, you could call it that, I suppose. You could call it that. Server option is in the top right where your name is. So if you click where your name is, in any menu, I think you can choose it from there. I landed. Well, welcome to Popham, Treedwin. You're looking very well, considering. Right, we'll watch generic pilots landing, and then I'll show you around. Oh, that's right. Yeah, well remembered, Alex. Well remembered. I recognise that landing. It was like Greg landing in Queenstown on Ben Street. Yeah. Treedwin refers to this as a plane dance sometimes, and as a he asked me before, should I make my plane dance, and I said, yeah, you know, if you'd like to. So he's doing some really good formation flying on occasion, and then when it comes to landings, this is what we get. How are you anyway? Good morning. If it works, you'll be YouTube Renegade, Roger. Ooh. What is a VF-35 when it's at home? Beautifully done. That was gorgeous. That was gorgeous, generic pilot. Well done. Yes, perfect landing. It is Ben dance. It is plane dance. All good, thanks. Apart from being up at a silly time this morning. Why are you up so early? Lessons. Right, let me start at this end because there's stuff to see. There's stuff to see at this end. Some beautiful old planes. Like this one. Let me slow it down again, actually. That's too fast. Yeah, it's not Burning Blue Designs. I think the more airports Burning Blue Designs do, the better they get. But this was one of the first ones I bought, and I just love the atmosphere. So if you're only going to buy one GA airfield, for me, it's got to be this one. It's got to be this one. Super detailed, super nice. Ah, they've put their... this plane gets about, doesn't it? It's speedy as well. We saw this at Fair Oaks. We see it here. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure, I can't swear to it, but I'm pretty sure that all these are aircraft that are actually based at Popham. Which is amazing, eh? Fuel farm. Then over here we have the clubhouse type building, which I think also has an interior, I think. Someone had a test at 7:23. Oh, that is horribly early. Who books a test for 7:23? And why is the time of the test so random? Why is it not 25 past or half past? Maybe there isn't an interior here, actually. But who needs an interior when you have this? We have a little tower thing here with an interior. Why won't MSFS let me go inside? I want to go inside. So annoying. Anyway, you can see from outside. Some nice picnic benches. Some people having a lovely day out at the airfield. Oh my god, that's terrifying. What? I don't even recognise the type. Obviously. What is it? V something or other? Must be a helicopter, right? Must be a helicopter the way it's moving. The other awesome thing is they have a working signal square. So this changes depending on the wind. So for those of you who don't know the symbols in a signal square, the T thing tells you the direction you should be landing in. So this is suggesting at the moment that we land on this runway here, which is 03, because that is the most into-wind runway. I think in real life they use that one very seldom, so we were right to land on A. This means that you should take care while taxiing, because some of the surfaces might be in a poor condition. And you get various other things as well. You get signs that show you which way the circuit direction is. It will show you if it's a right-hand circuit, otherwise you assume it's a left-hand circuit. Really cool. I think all of their airports have that now. All of their airports that have it in real life have that anyway. Pelican. What's the Pelican? Boeing Pelican. Oh right, okay. I didn't know we had one of those in MSFS. VTOL. Yeah, they are very specific times. Yeah, Simon. Good morning, boss. Welcome. How are you? It's still morning, isn't it? Yeah, just about. Just about. In other words, rip my immersion. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, Sublime Parrot is here. Darren is here. Going to join us. We still have Paul with us. We still have Alex with us, I think. YouTube Renegade has made it. That's Mark. I'm glad you managed it. Not Pelican. Keep reading chat. Must be the Pelican F-35B. F-35B. VF-35 Lightning by Lockheed Martin. Ah, okay. Right. Okay. Fair enough. You can see me, but I can't see you. Do I have to join a specific group? No. As long as you're on all players and not live players, it should be fine. It's not always fine because MSFS multiplayer is a bit of a dick sometimes. But I might pop in, hopefully, in due course. Right, should we press on? The next stop is White Waltham, which is northeast of here, 25 nautical miles, and we'll be flying a heading of 043 to take us there. We'll have a quick look at the charts. Where have I put? There we are. Yeah, so this is the airport I'm most excited about because I've never been. I haven't even tested it, but I'm sure it's fine. It'll be a completely new experience to me. So this is the chart. Let's go through it together. runway. Where's my blooming thing? There we are. So this is what it looks like. It's an air ground radio service. Parking over here. Wind still from the east, so I guess, well, we could go with 3 or we could go with 7 left or right. Don't know. Don't know. We won't know what they're using, so we'll see. We'll see how we feel when we get closer. Grass runways may be rough, undulating, are marked with chalk centre lines and runway designators. Joint overhead at 1200 feet QFE. Circuit at 800 feet QFE, variable direction. No overhead departures. What's the airfield elevation? 127. So 1200 QFE will be 1327 feet. We'll call it 1300 on the QNH. So yeah, variable directions, which to me means in the sim we can do whatever the hell we like. Yeah, go both ways. Always to the south of the airfield though. So, should we treat ourselves? Should we treat ourselves to a straight in for 7? Let's do that. Yeah, speed things along a little bit. There we go. I think probably we might have some fat. Oh no, I did lean the mixture. Good. Oh, so much spam! I've blocked them. I don't have White Wolf. You don't have White Wolf. Okay. Well, you can come and join us on the along the railway. Yeah, I see the railway. So yeah, we'll follow the railway in and do a straight in. It's a good plan. It is a good plan. Right. We'll take off, I think, from the same runway we landed on. I know, YouTube's full of them today, isn't it? Please change your plane, whoever this is. And this is why your mods dislike YouTube. Thank you. Martin, hello boss, welcome. Yeah, it has been a while. I'm very well, very well. How are you? Paul, I never asked, did your pupil pass? You're still here. Yeah, you do get it a bit on Twitch, but not as much as this. Not as much as this. You're the Piaggio, awesome. Again, didn't know we had a Piaggio. You two are showing up as a blooming A330 thing, I think. This is some dodgy parking from this. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was a static. Who's this? Anyone we know? Not seeing him on Volanta. Have you not got the tools to deal with it here? I've just been blocking them from within Restream chat. I thought you could do it in YouTube though. It's a bit rubbish if you can't. It's very rubbish if you can't. Oh, it's Sublime Parrot. Ah, right, Darren. Cool. Right, here we go. After you, Trude. Oh my god. Boss! Oh dear. So we want to avoid flying over the fuel station, which I will show you actually. So we'll make an immediate left turn. There's the fuel station, or petrol station as we call them. I don't know why I'm calling it a fuel station. Flaps can come up. And I don't remember which way we're going at all, other than vaguely northeast. 046 according to Sky Demon, which is what we more or less what we're doing. It's lucky, isn't it? And again, we'll climb up to about 1500. Going to use the autopilot again for this leg, I think. So we'll go for heading. Autopilot on. Heading. On the altitude. Set it to 1500. And we'll have a little look outside. Not enough power for takeoff. Oh, boss, I thought it was intentional. Oh well, next time, next time. And away we go. Nice. Alden Dragon, are you flying with us as well? So we've got Paul, Alex, Treed we went, Darren, Generic Pilot, Nikki. Good old gang. Good old gang today. That'll do us, 1400 feet's fine. And we'll lean the mixture. And I'll have a little look at the nav map, make sure we're going the right way. Yes, we are. Glorious! Now I need to read the German instructions to start the plane. Oh god. Is this your first flight in it? I'm doing kind of well. I had some stuff to take care of, help my parents after my beloved grandmother passed away very soon. Oh no! Martin, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a horrible thing to go through. Hope you and your parents are doing as well as can be expected. Don't think the A330 is certified to do that, no. No, I'd say not. So back over the outskirts of Basingstoke here. That's very true, Stuart. Always the memories. We can block people on YouTube for you, else Twitch just comes a lot more tools. Oh, okay, right. Next landing will be on runway. Awesome, I look forward to seeing it. Remod tools. We have deletion timeout, but they are so crude. It's hard to know whether the timeout's actually worked, and YouTube take about 3 years to ban any spam account. Right. On Twitch, I could have made a block so that the second lot of spam never appeared. It was a different person, though. I think. Different account, rather. I don't know. Yeah. Horrible time. Horrible time. Should we give that one a go? So we're going to be flying dangerously close to Heathrow. Dangerously close. Basically under the approach paths for 27 left and right. No, sorry, 9 left and 9 right. But, you know, we're going to be fine because we're keeping low. Keeping below 2,500. And we're going to keep just about outside the Heathrow control zone. Just. Glorious. Let us know if this Piaggio's any good, Nikki, once you've taken it this. You like dangerous place. Good. I aim to please. Oh, that's so lovely, Martin. You did that. What did you play? Anything I would know? Now, if you haven't yet clicked the thumbs up button, that would be very, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. And obviously, so would a sub if you haven't done that yet. You can also donate if you want to help me buy my new PC. That's very much not what I wanted to post at all. Sorry about that. This is the link for donations if you want it. Yeah, all very much welcomed. Subs, likes, and so we are currently flying over somewhere I've never heard of. We're looking at Sherfield-on-Loddon, and we'll be flying just to the east of Reading en route. So that will be the next big city. Is it a city or is it a town? And indeed, you can press join to join Club Filmer. Yeah. You know, I'd be surprised. I'll send some links on Discord of pieces I play lately. Yeah, do. That'd be good. Preferably of you playing them as well. This is what we want. Yeah, I think I do have a Club Filbert command which tells you about that if you want to try it. Got to nip away quickly. If I smash into the ground, you'll know autopilot failed. Roger, boss. No worries. I have some. They're not flawless, but good enough. Oh, awesome. Yeah. That would be so cool to hear. No one expects flawlessness, boss. So there we are, all working beautifully. We've got alt arm. Just going to increase the vertical speed here a little bit. Get us up to 1500. I'm trying to think what else I should be showing you on this plane. The main thing is how it feels to fly, for me. Yeah, all these features, the improved autopilot, the gauges, everything being better is awesome. But the main thing is how it feels, and of course I can't show you how it feels. You'll just have to buy it and see. There we are. Now we've properly captured the app. This was very much user error, FYI. Still getting used to how the autopilot works in this. So 1,300 feet we said for the circuit, didn't we? And as someone so helpfully pointed out, we can follow the railway to on final. It's a dark star up there. Wow, look at that. Rocketing through 79,000 feet. Wonder where he's off to. So there's Reading off to our 10, 11 o'clock now. Boy be moving, yes indeed. Lovely weather today. Yeah, I know. It's one of those days where it's I've just got the blinds closed and the windows closed, and I'm hoping to survive. Like level 1400, yeah. This is the M4 we're crossing. No, he must be too far away now. I mean, I know immersion-wise it's mental, but there is something so cool about being an MSFS multiplayer, flying a little Cessna over the ground at 1400 feet, and knowing that someone else is going to be on the other side of the planet by the time you land, right? It's just an amazing sim. Did you do that? Heathrow to Sydney? That's amazing. So what I'm going to do now, as we're getting fairly close, is I'm going to disable the autopilot, and I'm going to turn to the north to try and find this railway line. Shouldn't be too far off. I don't think. And we'll descend down to 1300 feet. I've left my landing lights on again. I do this in real life as well. Don't know why I always forget. So yeah, we're near Twyford Station. This is the Great Western Main Line, I believe. Right, it is. I know it is. Is that it down there? This row of trees? That looks railway-ish, doesn't it? Yeah, that was the only dark star flight I did. It was a unique experience. Yeah, I flew it. I did the flight across America in it. That's the only time I've flown it. It is good fun. Is this a railway? Yeah, this is a railway. Awesome.
Leaving altitude.
And is this the airfield? I think this is the airfield. It's kind of crept up on me a little bit. And this, of course, is the trouble with making a straight-in approach. You don't get to see the lay of the land. But it's going to be okay. Are they Pappies, or is it just a splodge of white? It's hard to tell. Let's not assume they're Pappies. That's how you crash into the ground. So this is very similar to Rochester in that it's got a left and a right, 7 left and 7 right. And I don't really understand why. I don't get the point of that. I'm just going to land in the middle. Okay, they are actually quite wide, unlike at Rochester. No, I'm not thinking of Rochester, I'm thinking of Andrewsfield. That's where I'm in, where we started. That wasn't bad, was it? Not too shabby. If you can have two, why not, right? Yeah, I guess. These are like proper runways, though, actually. You could, in theory, use one for takeoff and one for landing. The ones at Andrewsfield were like half width. So we want to come off to the right and head over there, which we'll just do. It's the beauty of grass, right? See who else is around. Paul's down. Alex is down. Olden Dragon is down. Sublime Parrot is down. And Generic Pilot. Welcome. Welcome one and all, as he says as he doesn't look where he's going. It's quite nice, isn't it? Quite a nice airfield. Lots and lots of planes. Let's park up here and take a spin around. Default is a massive bright green rectangle. Oh really? No runways at all? You'll land soon. Okay, let's see if we can catch you. Oh yeah, we should be able to catch you and Darren. Is it Darren? No, Mark. Mark's YouTube, right? Not bothering with lights. Catching these landers. But I will bother with mixture because I do not wish to get me spark plugs fouled. Oh, we've already leaned it. Should really have enriched it for landing, but whatevs. Right, let's get these off quickly. And then nav and strobe off. Beacon stays on. Set 1000. Got to look after this plane. Yeah, that's the difference between this and the default. And just in a nick of time. The dry grass very realistic this time. Trees everywhere. Oh no. You'd have thought they'd have at least sorted that out with the default. Oh, someone's in a 152. That's nice. Beautiful. Is that Generic Pilot? No, you're already down. Ah, it's Mark. Awesome. And here's Treedwen, who tells me he's going to do a proper landing on the runway this time. Promises, promises. We shall see. There's a freeware tree fix. Oh, right. Which iTeacher's Pet downloaded in advance. Now, Alex, a true teacher's pet would have downloaded it in advance and shared it with the group. Blimey! 2 landings for the price of 1, Treedwen. Oh, not again. I've blocked him. Is this a new nickname, Alex? Teacher's Pet? The birdsong is coming from the sim, yeah. Yeah, you get this at a lot of Burning Blue Designs airports. Possibly others as well. I associate it with them. So yeah, a whole bunch of aircraft just, you know, parked neatly on the grass. And let's see what we've got. As I say, my first time here, so I don't know anything about this airport, really. You did land on the runway. You did what you promised, Treedwen. You did, it's true. In fact, you landed on the runway twice. Couldn't ask for more than that. Oh, really? Yeah, that is really irritating. Yeah, YouTube streaming's not the best. You should all come follow me on Twitch. That's what you should do. Next streams will be on Twitch. I'll be back here at some point, but everyone seems to prefer Twitch, so come and drop me a follow if you haven't already. It's kind of the same, except you get to see my face. Navcom Avionics Limited. Nice. Again, you just look at this texture work. Look at the effort they've gone to recreate the chipped paint and slight decay at the bottom of these doors. Really, really good. Thank you, Martin. Some of the commands on YouTube are just not working properly, or if they do, they take about 5 minutes. Hence why I just typed out the URL. Bit of shrubbery. And this to me looks like parallax, right? Oh no, it is a sort of interior. Not the best, but it will do. Another signal square, saying that we should be landing and taking off in the opposite direction. And H, showing that there is a helipad which should be used by helicopters. And again, caution due to dodgy ground. You're landing in the Stoll Cub. Nice. I don't see you. I did see you earlier. Oh, my Lotsu's here as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Loads of us. Shed does need a bit of work. Oh, there he is. Right. Did you just land in something else and respawn in the air in the cub? He hides in the shrubbery. No, you can't say shrubbery without thinking of Monty Python, can you? So we'll let generic pilot land. Have a little look at that, and then on to the next one, which is Wickham Air Park, Booker. And I'll have a quick look at the charts while we wait. Pooley's plate. So yeah, there's one concrete runway, 624, so we'll land on runway 6. We'll be heading north, so I think we'll join a left downwind. Let me actually have a look. No. We'll join crosswind again on this one. Have I got time to show you the plate? Yeah, I probably have. We're landing at Booker. We're landing everywhere because I want everyone to see the airports. So this is what the circuit looks like. So we're going to join crosswind here, and then make a left and a left, and we'll try and fly in between the villages. We'll try and do the noise abatement between Freeth and Lane End, and if we can't, we can't. It's fine. Joining airplanes is positioned to overfly the runway and use at 1200 feet QFE on the runway QDM. Okay, midpoint. Fair enough. So we'll do a slightly modified crosswind join. It only goes 90 knots. Right. YouTube is busy removing dislike buttons. Yes. Here he is. Gosh, that looks so slow. What? How the hell did you do that? That is bonkers. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, I will show you the cafe. Just give everything a chance to load back in. Where is it? I don't actually know where the cafe is. Only the second time you've taken part in a group flight. Did you not come on some of the bimbles with us back in the day, Mark? I thought you did. Or maybe that was a different Mark. You're the one who does paramotor, no? No, that's a different Mark. That is a different Mark. I'm thinking of someone else. Where is the cafe here? Almost a heli, yeah. Yeah, but you'd need so much headwind. Is this here we are, yeah. You'd need so much more headwind than we got here. Maybe that's what he did. What did you do? How did you do such a short landing? Did you turn the headwind up? So I don't think this cafe has an interior. No. Welcome to West London Aero Club. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate you trying, boss. No, I did the last part of Bimbles down in the southwest. Right. Right. Yeah, the Bimble supplemental. Yeah, it was Mark Allison who was with us. Who did just paramotor. Nice though. Nice. No interior, but nice. Lovely hangars as well. Loads of cool old planes. So yeah, there is not a Duff airport in Burning Blue Design's repertoire so far. Nor do I expect there will be. Right, onwards to Booker. And we'll be flying a heading of 352. Should we set that now so we're not messing around in the air? Yes. Let's do it. Somewhere around there. And let's head off. Got to head out. Thanks for a great stream. My pleasure, Ray. Nice to have you here. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. You lot coming or what? Generic pilot's coming in again. Is this your third arrival? It is, isn't it? It's shrubbery in the way, Roger. I'm going to allow that message that was just moderated, Paul. YouTube Auto Mod is very, very sensitive to anything that might possibly be like a swear word. Jujuen's not hanging about. Seriously, Joe Pilot, what have you done? Have you got a massive headwind on? We probably don't need full length, do we? Don't mind me, boss. Don't mind me. You collided with the shrubbery. You were air taxiing, right? I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Right, let's go. Yeah, never mind the lights. I forgot I'd turn them off, to be honest with you. Climb to 600 feet, make a left turn.
Altitude.
Altitude. Probably not supposed to be climbing out over this village, but you know, perhaps. It is ridiculous. So yeah, it's a super short leg, so short that I'm not even going to bother turning the autopilot on. And I think we'll stop our climb at 1300 actually. So we just right of our course slightly, correct that. And for some reason we want to overfly the midpoint of the runway when we get there. And again, trying to hand fly and look at a chart, not a good idea. Necessary, not a good idea in the sim. This is it, right? Yeah. Yeah, it must be. Totally forgot why I set the circuit. Hello, was. We'll go for 1200. Love the hills. You don't see those around here much. Yeah, so these are the Chilterns. Which, yeah, sort of quite gentle rolling hills, but it's very, very pretty around here.
Leaving altitude.
I know. Just had to alert my friend who lives directly under the approach path to Hamburg's runway 15 that an A380 is about to pass her house at 3,500 feet. Oh wow. What's an A380 doing in Hamburg? Do they normally operate them out of there? So the downwind leg's quite clearly defined on this chart as being the other side of Lane End, which is this village just here. And we want to fly in between that and the next village, which is beyond it on the base leg. This, incidentally, is where I took my first ever flying lesson when I was about 13. First ever trial flight. Okay, so we'll make our downwind turn now. And almost straight away onto base. Don't actually see that other village, but we'll do our best. 2 stages of flap. Ah, that must be it over here, this collection of houses. Alright, so we'll just edge to the right a smidge. And follow Paul on to final. Buenas Pete. Pete. ¿Cómo estás? Pete, honestly. Oh, it's an Emirates flight. Roger. I was trying to picture a Lufthansa for some reason. Makes more sense. When I was visiting that same friend, I spent some time at the airport and saw the A380 as well. Probably the entire flight crew in the corridor. That's full. Doing good, I'm glad. We are at airport, I don't know, I've lost count. 4, I think? Slightly over flared there, but that's exactly what I did IRL two lessons ago. Welcome to Booker. Are you going to come flying with us, Pete? No. Pete? Sam. I should know that by now. You enjoyed Trudy Went's clip of his expert litho braking. Have not seen it. I saw it was posted. I'll have to give it a watch. Saw it IRL though. IRL live. So yes, this is Wickham Air Park by Pilot Plus. Another lovely GA airfield. We'll park up. I'll give you a quick spin around. Oh, Paul's managed to park in the right place, more or less. Have you got this one, Paul? And of course the beauty of not having turned any lights on is that you don't have to turn any lights off. Just careful of your propeller, boss. Watch your propeller on my wing, eh? I'll nip in here. Parking position 19, is that? Yeah, 13, 13. Lovely. Mate, I'm shocked I actually parked so close to a spot. You did, I know. There we go. Welcome, my Lotsu. Welcome, Nikki. A few more still to come. Right, so yeah, this was, I think, the first GA airfield that I bought for MSFS. It might have been the first UK payware GA airfield in the sim, actually. I remember being quite excited when it came out. And it's still lovely. It stood the test of time. Very much like the real airfield. Again, super crisp textures. Helicopter services limited. Now, where did I go when I came for my trial flight? Honestly, I don't remember. This used to be where the British Airways Flying Club was based. Used to be. I don't think that exists anymore. And I don't think the place I took my lesson exists anymore. At least it wasn't. It's not. It's not called what it was. I think they were somewhere over here. Rolls-Royce Service Centre, Heliair Technical Training Centre. Honestly can't remember where I went. Booker Aviation. That might be what it's become. But again, there's a lovely little cafe here. There's a control tower with an interior model, as you can see. I don't know if we can go in there. And this is where that guy whose name I forget started his flight around the world, I think. I think he became the youngest person to navigate around the world. Again. Lovely livery you have today, boss. Any story behind it by any chance? Well, I don't know. There might be a story behind it. But it is the WB Sim corporate livery, so the guys who are making the mod. I don't know what it's all about, but it is nice. I thought, seeing as we are showcasing their mod, I should probably fly their livery, you know, lest people forget when it releases on Just Flight. Here we are. So this is Treaty One's professional landing incoming. Sorry, I have missed a fair bit of chat. I'm going to take a quick break to get a glass of water. Then I will try and catch up with what I've missed. Yeah, big gliding club here. I've been gliding here. I liked it. Boss, this way. Jesus Christ. Rip Treaty One for like the 4th time today. Landing with a keyboard. Are you using a keyboard, boss? Oh, hello. The hell is this? Oh, okay. Generic pipery thing. Nice. So yes, gives you a little flavour of Booker. I really like it here. I really like it here. Right, I'm going to nip to the loo, get myself some water, and I'll be back shortly. Bear with. Right, I'm back. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Another friend is currently in Dusseldorf Airport in order to fly to Ibiza, and she probably also saw an A380 landing just a few minutes ago. Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen an A380 landing. IRL. I don't think. Ah, you're the Piaggio. You're the one showing us a generic next to me, right? And how is it? Is it good? I've never seen anything more professional in my life. You said a high headwind, Roger. Oh, you survived though, you're back. Good, good. Right, so what is next? Denham, another very short leg. We'll land on runway 6 at Denham. We'll try for another straight in, I think. Quick look around Denham, and then on to Elstree, and then we can have lunch, which is nice. Oh, hello. How do I get back in? There we are. Oh, fouling's high. Did not lean my mixture. Right, so what we have to do about that is run the engine at high RPM with it leaned, I think, if I remember rightly. Good to demonstrate these things, right? Why is my transponder gone off? Is this a random failure? Is a circuit breaker popped or something? Could be. No, that does that. That does that. I wish one of the devs was here to tell me what that's about. It's completely dead. And I'm going to regret having turned those avionics off, aren't I? Oh no, I'm not. It's fine. It's fine. Right, that's set. It must be a circuit breaker trip, mustn't it? What else could it be? Yeah, if you'll get yourselves round here, I'll provide lunch. The only problem is that the cockpit is in German. Yeah, that doesn't help. Why has an Italian plane got a German cockpit? Do you have some denim jeans there by any chance? Denim jeans? I'm not wearing denim jeans, I'm wearing shorts. Why? I've missed something here, I think. Philbert, do you want me to finally make a fully professional landing? Yes, Treedwin, I'd like to see one, either at Denham or Elstree. Up to you. That's very odd. Very odd. Medium fouling, we can work with that. We can work with medium fouling. Jeffazero, hello, there's a name I recognise, just landed. Welcome if you're in the stream. Oh, hello. Yes, I've got a lot of revs on, haven't I? Right. Let's taxi out. Let's line up again on runway 6, was it? The easterly one? Okay, next one. On runway with flaring with butter. Roger. There is a circuit turned off up. Up? We don't have circuit. Oh, down again. Let's have a look. Just going to slam on the anchors. Just to have a look at this. See what I've missed. Oh, Denham Airport. Right. Denham. D-E-N-H-A-M. Ah, yeah! I totally missed the transponder circuit breaker that was out. Very good spot, boss. Thank you. Good. Yeah, so you do have sort of random failures like this, which is very nice. What's even nicer is that I haven't collapsed the nose gear yet. So I think if I remember rightly, you taxi on the grass beyond the Alpha 2 holding point to get to the other end of the runway. Yeah. Let's go. Get our flaps sorted out. Do the lights en route as well. Landing, nav strobe. Thank you. Thank you very much for letting me pass. Almost doing an air taxi like you, Treedwin. Jorts. Yeah, no, I don't have any jorts. Never taxi at this kind of speed on grass IRL. We're going to head 97, heading of 97 magnetic. Here we go. Mixture's rich, by the way. I just remembered in a nick of time. Glorious. I remember the first time I landed here in the Piper. We came here in the Piper. I did a pre-release stream in that. And I could not land to save my life. It was an absolute disgrace. So I'm pleased my skills have improved since then. So Denham is where I did a few lessons about 10 years ago. So we're going from the airport where I first flew a plane to the airport where I almost did my PPL, and not quite. Everyone still with us? Yes, marvellous. Such a short hop, I'm going to leave all the lights on, it's just not worth turning them off. But I'm going to try and go the right way. That's definitely worth doing. We'll level off round about here. So this is High Wycombe, which is quite a nice little town, hence the name Wycombe Air Park. And we're following, is this the M40? Yeah, this is the M40 we're following at the moment. And we'll fly overhead Gerrard's Cross, which I've got a feeling is a visual reporting point for Heathrow, is it? Does anyone here know? Does that ring a bell? So yeah, I figure if we fly over Gerrard's Cross, we should then be pretty nicely set up for a final on 206. The sim had crashed then. Indeed, leaving altitude. Intentionally though, it's fine. 1200's enough for this shorter leg. I see something ahead that looks like a runway, which is always dangerous because it might not be a runway. He is back. So annoying, isn't it? Supposed to be blocked. Get a job. You think you see Heathrow? So yeah, Heathrow should be off to our right. Yeah, there it is. That's Heathrow. Yeah, this is about as close as we're going to get to Heathrow. There's the airport. So that worked out quite well. This is Gerrard's Cross. We're overhead right now. Yeah, exactly. It is probably someone's job to settle that. It's just so depressing, isn't it? So depressing. That this clearly works. That's the depressing thing, right? There are clearly people who will see something like that, go to the URL, and therefore there is a market, or there is a job market for people to create bots that come and spam nonsense like that in a server channel. Oh dear, we're getting ever so low. Ever so low. Bit blustery as well, it feels. Okay, this feels like a more sensible approach angle, doesn't it? Welcome to Denham. We're going to vacate left. Slightly more speedily than you might want to IRL. And it's a tiny airport this, so I'm just going to taxi up to the end of the runway and watch these landings, and then I'll show you around. A real productive job that helps society. Yes, like Flight Sim Streamer. Oh. Oh. Several landings for the price of one there. Nice. Sublime Parrot, Darren, I believe. Luck. I mean, yeah, the grass is good as well. It's good grass. Welcome. My Lotsu, Jeffers. Looked very good in the Piper there, Jeffers. My Lotsu a little bit. Yeah, it's an elevation thing, isn't it? It's an elevation thing. I was going to say it looked floaty, but it wasn't floaty. Alex and Generic Pilot. Very hard to tell, but they looked good to me. Olden Dragon. Nice. Can actually see if you look closely when they touch down, even with the elevation issue. Little bit of a bounce there, I think, from Mark, but otherwise very nice. And finally, last but not least, Treed we went with his first professional landing off the stream. Don't let me down, boss. Don't let me down, for God's sake. I've been hurt this way before. Flight Sim Streaming, entertaining, yes, very productive to keep people happy. That's true. There is some worth to it. Are you? Don't mind me, mate. I know, it's not, there's no justice. There's no justice. It was entertaining though, boss. It was entertaining. Good luck, Treat we win. Oh, boss. that look. Oh, bit of a bounce, I think. Bit of a bounce, but a very professional approach. Very professional. Nicely done. Right, before we go, there's not a huge amount to see at this airport, to be honest. It's quite small. Small but perfectly formed. I'll take you for a quick whiz. So these are the aircraft I flew. I think they have them liveried. Maybe they don't. Maybe I'm wrong. That's Kenmore. I thought I saw some liveried in the pilot centre livery. Yeah, these ones. These are what I flew. It was good. It was good here. I had a really, really nice instructor. Really nice instructor. So yeah, as I say, there's not a huge amount to it. There's a little tiny cafe, a little hangar with an office in the corner, and not much else really. But it's a nice place. It's a nice place. If you're ever in West London, you want to go and have a look at an airfield, I'd recommend this one. Very proud, True to win. Very proud. Boss Riley, I haven't seen you for yonks, boss. Welcome. How are you? We've got 2 more legs. No, 1 more leg. 1 more leg if you're looking to fly along. We're flying from Denham to Elstree, right? Do we think there's a lot of people smuggling happens at Denham Airfield? Seems unlikely, but who's to say? Who's to say? My God, work safely. That ladder, bad form. Where's the ladder? I missed that. Over here. Oh, this! Just chucked on the floor at its side, yeah. Yeah, that is poor form. Oh, you're still away! Gosh, no wonder we haven't seen you. Are you having a nice time? Are you looking forward to coming back? So yeah, another lovely little GA airfield by Burning Blue Designs. Somewhere between £10 and £12 direct from them, I think. And worth every penny, in my opinion. This is, of course, where you drive in. Happy memories. Happy memories. If you say on the previous Sunday, next Saturday, does that mean it is this Saturday? Yes, usually. If you were to say it, it's one of those things that's a bit confusing in English. So if I said next Saturday on Wednesday, it wouldn't be clear whether I meant this coming Saturday or the one after, I would say. But if it was said on the Sunday, next Saturday, yes, I would take that to mean this Saturday, certainly. Ben Venort, I think you probably joined. I think there's not many people coming today. I assume you're here in the stream. Welcome. Welcome to Denham. So onwards to Elstree, it's a similar length hop to the one we've just done. And again, I think because of the way we're coming from, we'll do a straight into runway 8. And if we're able to overfly Bushy Station, then that should set us up quite nicely. We'll see how we get on with that. We'll see how we get on. Let's do it. Oh, nice! Well, I hope it happens and I hope it goes well. Pity you're not home to join. Yeah, there'll be more VFR though. I've enjoyed doing this. It's been a nice change. So yeah, you'll be able to join us on a future one, I'm sure. We've got Nikki's Eastern Europe trip at some point. Hopefully. Lovely. And we want to fly a heading of 060.
Altitude.
So pretty much runway heading. There does seem to be an A320 in the bushes over there. One miserable bar of Wi-Fi. Oh, boss, that's no good at all. It's no good at all. So Elstree, where we're going now, is my favourite of Orbex's London airports. If you want a good Orbex airport from London, Elstree's the one. I like Stapleford, but it's not quite as well done as Elstree. And we'll climb to, I don't know, 1400, something like that. The A320's lurking, maybe smugglers from Denham. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, I'm going slightly left of the course of our planned route to try and get nicely lined up for the long final for Elstree. Let's stick the autopilot on again. Heading, altitude arm. And that should capture it nicely. Yeah, done. Job jobbed. It's good, isn't it? It's good, this autopilot. I wonder if there are some kinds of VATSIM VFR events in the UK. There are the odd one. There was a something they did with the French VAC. They did a trip to Le Touquet from various airports in the southeast. But yeah, quite rare, I think. Quite rare, because most people just want to fly airlines. But it'd be cool to do one of those or something. Have to hang around the area for a few hours. Flight is until 8:20. Oh, you could do something. You could do something with your day then, couldn't you? Can you at least take a final dip in the pool or something like that? Alex, hello, welcome. Bit late due to having to do groceries. No worries. And it was nice and cool there, so I took a while. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. No carb heat treated when it's fuel injected. It's all terribly modern. Did I call you treated when? Sorry, boss. Riley. I don't know why I called you treated when. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I called you boss. I don't know. I'm too hot. Hot and delirious. Oh, fantastic! And how are you finding it? What's your first impression of MSFS? As a oh Christ, we're basically on top of the blooming airport. As a hardcore. Oh blimey, yeah, I did not plan this well at all. Got too absorbed in the chat, forgot we were nearly there. What was I asking? Yes, thoughts on MSFS.
Leaving altitude. Gloriously lined up. Yeah, it's similar to that here. Too hot, in other words. First impression was not good. Oh dear. What did you find that you didn't like? And what were you flying? Professional landing tree doing. I would class the last one as half professional because of the bounce. So if you can do this one fully professional, that would be awesome. Out of the box is too much of a game. Okay. You do, yeah. It takes some tweaking in the settings. That's true enough. Don't freeze now. It's this bloody rudder control. This is the thing I hate the most about MSFS. I really do. All over the place on the ground. Well, I think that was not the best landing of the stream. In fact, it was probably the worst landing of the stream. But we made it down. Welcome to Elstree. Unsure how folks with children do flight sim. I need almost 2 hours of uninterrupted time for flight planning taxiing to do a 1 hour flight. Yes, I don't know how they do it either, Rob, to be honest. No idea. Yeah, but Sim Update 10, the hope is that this is one of the things that will be fixed. I could almost nip underneath you there, Paul, but I won't. Landing light off, nav light off, strobe light off. Just beacon, and we won't bother with taxi because we're. And I'm gonna go and park it in one of these scenic spots over here. I think. Oh no, I'll follow them. No, I'll go here because they're floating. Otherwise, I would. I let my kids have a go with flying. It's the only way I get to fly. Keith, nice to see you. How are you? There's someone else here. A little tight, this taxiway, isn't it? A little on the tight side. What's Sim Update 10? No, not long. 23rd. It's also very hard to do a tight turn with differential braking unless you max the throttle out, which is very realistic. Anyway, here we are. We'll set to 1,000. We'll kill the mixture. Magneto's off. Beacon light off. Avionics master off. Oh, go away. Why have I got stupid logbook thing again? And there we are, done. Let's have a look, see who we can see landing. Ben Vanaut is well, he's down. Welcome, boss. Let's just get up here, sharpish. I would say that the required sophistication of rudder controls is underestimated. I do not have a sim rudder issue except when I fly very, very badly. Yeah, but most people do not have high-end rudders. So if they could make my cheap rudders work nicely in Sim Update 10, I'll be very, very happy indeed. Is he down? I think he's down. That looked very good, tree to it. Very good. I would call that 100% professional. 100% professional. We have been here before. This is where we started off for our flight down to Lake Constance, wasn't it? Those in front of you still need to land, yeah. I've done a better turn than that. Nice. Good to hear, boss. Good to hear. I think after Sim Update 10, people should take a break from MSFS for about a week or so, considering the system changes it brings. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Just catching up with the stream while the kids are splashing in the paddling pool next to me. Oh, nice. That's a lovely way to spend the day. I quite fancy having a splash in a paddling pool now, though. Do you remember it? Yeah. Did you fly along on that trip down to Germany? I enjoyed that one. It's good. I use my pedals from my G27 steering wheel as rudders, and it certainly helps with the immersion. Yeah, you need them. Yeah, I know we've had this conversation before. The thing is, Alex, the thing is, you're probably right that that hardware makes a big difference.
and it does, and more expensive rudder pedals would help. But there's still something about, even like if I have a crosswind and I have to use full right rudder just to stay straight down the runway, and even that is not sufficient, then that's not a hardware issue. That's a sim issue. And yeah, more balanced, more sensitive rudder pedals would help. But I think it's both. I think it's a bit of both when it comes to rudder. I really do. Even if you're able to use yours and not have an issue, I still think that the way that the sim interprets the control inputs and interprets the effect of wind on the plane on the ground is wrong. There was a group flight to the west. Oh, there was. Did we start from here for that as well? Maybe. Give time for the add-ons to update and catch on. Jeffers, boss. I mean, you did a lovely landing at Denham. And that's the main. Welcome down. Welcome to Elstree. First group flight, amazing. I'm pleased. I'm really pleased. Pleased you enjoyed it. Just so you make the connection, I'm Daz Hickey from Twitch. Oh, okay, cool. I will do my very best to remember that. I should be able to. Darren Higginson, Daz Hickey. Awesome. You're a little, bless you. I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, for you and anyone else, I don't recognise you from Discord. If you have Discord, it would be lovely to see you over there. It's where I post all of my upcoming streams and where Club Filbert members can vote for what's coming up and that sort of thing. Good place to hang out, chat with people. It's a nice bunch, so it'd be great to see you there. One more thing, if you haven't yet clicked the thumbs up button, I'd really, really appreciate that. As well as a sub. Both will help the channel grow and help more people discover me. It should be, good for everyone, right? It was fun indeed. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Hitsumi. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm curious about the honeycomb pedals as well. Just surprised that people spend masses on throttle and stick/8 but neglect rudders. Yeah, I tell you who I blame, Alex, from my perspective for getting these Jeep pedals. Ben recommended them. He said they're very good. I was like, oh, there's a man who knows what he's talking about. Don't know why I thought that. Sometimes it works perfectly. Other times, especially in GA, it most definitely does not. And all that required rudder disappears the instant you lift up from the ground. Yeah. That's exactly it. And even Sebastian on one of the official MSFS Twitch streams mentioned that, didn't he? So it is something that they're working on. Thank you very much for the sub, person with a Hebrew name that I can't read. But lovely to have you here. Welcome. Yeah, that Ben Boomer. Yeah, that's the one. I'll give you a quick spin around Elstree before we finish off. Oh, you're my Lotsie from Twitch, right? Nice. Got a different nick on YouTube. I will try and remember that. I saw you flying along. I was like, oh, my Lotsie's not in the chat, but you were, just with a different name. So yeah, I love Elstree Airfield. It's really busy. It's got interesting procedures. It's got a fun undulating runway. Somewhere that I think I'd find quite stressful to fly to in real life. But in the sim, it's beautifully modelled. Always have done a great job. You have people in the tower. And yeah, if you were there for the Twitch stream, if you were there when we looked at Stapleford, I think you'd agree that the quality of the modelling, the quality of the texturing is just that little bit better, a little bit higher over here. So yeah, my pick of all of those, all of the airports we've been to today, is definitely Popham. That is my favourite. Second favourite would probably be here, and I think that's partly because I live in North London and it's quite near me. But also just because it's a cool place to hang out. I like the higgledy-piggledy taxiways, the parking, that sort of thing. Yes. You're on top of a static, oh no. And yeah, I suppose most of all, thank you to everyone who's flown along with me. It's been really nice, it's been good fun seeing so many of your landings. And having your company. Thanks also, of course, to everyone who hasn't flown along but has watched, kept the chat going. My next stream is going to be on Thursday, unfortunately, because I'm out with a friend tomorrow and I'm working 12-hour days Monday to Wednesday. That'll be over on Twitch. I don't know exactly where it'll be yet because we haven't held a vote. I'm going to look at that and get that scheduled in hopefully late tomorrow. So do join me over on Twitch if you have not followed me there already. twitch.tv/filbertflies. And those of you in Club Filbert, I will be in the Club Filbert voice chat after the stream for a little bit while I order myself something disgusting to eat for lunch because I'm absolutely ravenous. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and see you very soon, I hope. Take care. Bye bye.